Hey guys, I'm Jordy, and this is your hardcore dungeon guide to the deep, dank, Naga-infested cave, the Blackfathom Deeps. Now, BFD is a super great instance to run as you level up in hardcore. There are a ton of quests, the loot is great, and the vibes are impeccable. Now, before you set off, level 25 or 26 is great for this place. The final boss is 28, and he can hit pretty hard, so plan accordingly and go in at the appropriate level. Consider also bringing a warlock if you can manage, who can provide you with underwater breathing. This place has a lot of water sections, and if you DC or for some reason get stuck underwater, you're gonna want to have a way to survive. You're also going to want to grab all these quests. Casters especially, make sure you grab In Search of Theldred. It rewards the Gravestone Scepter, an insanely good wand for this level that you'll be using for a long time. Now there's one quest you should be mindful of. Researching the Corruption requires you to collect Naga brains, but you're likely only going to get enough of them to finish 3 people's quests unless you run it more than once or spend some time outside the instance farming. So we just /rolled at the start, and the bottom 2 drop the quest. Something to consider. Okay, so we meet up as a group at the meeting stone and then head down and clear to the instance entrance. Be wary of some stealth rogue mobs in here. You don't want to pull too many and get surprised, so go slow and steady. Zone in and get started. Now, BFD is a bit difficult to navigate. Make sure that you stick together throughout and no one wanders off. Like I said earlier, if you have a warlock, make sure you're keeping underwater breathing up on you at all times. Right, so we clear these snap claws, then come to this cool platforming section before arriving at this big island with some neutral turtles and your first boss, Gamu Ra. No big deal here, just make sure you don't accidentally tab, target, or aggro any of the neutral ones. Maybe clear a few just in case to give yourself plenty of space. Okay, so now we go around this room, stick together, pull these Nagas one at a time, and stay safe. Here's a map of the room. The north alcove here has a chest for your knowledge of the Deeps quest for Alliance. The northwest is a Naga cave leading to Lady Saraves, so make sure you do that. Southwest is the NPC Theldred that leads you to Blackfathom Villainy quest that gives you the one that you're likely wanting. And straight south is where the rest of the instance is. Alright, down we go, clearing slowly before coming to this fork in the path. Up ahead are the Murlocs, which you'll be wanting to clear through. But first, make sure you've cleared out the area around here. You can't afford to be surprised while you're dealing with Murlocs. Now, someone you trust needs to do the pulls here. These Murlocs have a tendency to do what all Murlocs do and chain pull a bunch of other Murlocs, so ranged pull one, line of sight it back, and get them one at a time if you can. These also heal, so a timely kick will save you a lot of trouble. Do your best to also hamstring so they don't run and accidentally pull more. Alright, like I said, LOS, pulling back and clearing this room slowly, trying to get everything except the boss, and then finally Gelahast. This altar also provides a nice little caster buff, so enjoy that. Alright, we keep clearing up this hill and finally into this big expansive room featuring some new mobs, the Twilight Cultists. Now, this room kills a lot of people. There's mobs in the water as well as mobs on the temple floor, so we're going to be super conservative here and pull everything back. Definitely don't fear things randomly, the pathing here is awkward and mobs will do weird things. Watch out for the Twilight Lore Seekers. They buff friendly mobs with Enlarge, increasing their damage, and will cast a slow on you that if things go awry can lead to you not being able to run away, so watch it. There's also a patrol in this little valley, so keep an eye out for it. You don't want to chain pull something that you're not ready for. Okay, so we clear slowly through here, doing our best to line of sight the casters and get everything clumped up and avoid anything doing things that we aren't prepared for, before moving south and starting to clear toward the temple entrance. These packs can be pulled one at a time, so do your best to pull them back and not grab multiple. It can get hairy if you do. Also, these pillars LOS, so use them to your advantage. Okay, so now that you've cleared up to the temple, you can now go down into the water if you want. Make sure you do not go into the water before clearing up to the temple. You can accidentally pull from above if you're in the water, and then things will get very hairy. So clear the top first, then go in the water. There's an easy boss down here as well as a quest for the Horde, so watch out for that. Just do it after you clear the top, so you don't pull half the dungeon and head back to your favorite starting zone. Okay, into the temple, clear around this room, LOS the casters, and then grab Twilight Lord Kelris. He's easy, just watch the sleep that he does. Good luck on that Rod of the Sleepwalker. Now, what you're not going to do is click all 4 of these candles at the same time. Each one will summon a wave of ads from the cubbies at the sides of this room, and you can do them one at a time and handle these ads easily. But if you just go and click all 4, like these people are about to do, all 4 waves will spawn and you'll be quickly overwhelmed. Don't do that. Alright, well once all 4 candles are lit, the back door opens and we enter the final room, facing down some turtles and finally Akumai. Now he patrols back and forth in this room, so be careful if you see him move. Do your best to clear the turtles before grabbing him. He also can get kinda hard and fast, so use potions and defensives to survive. Now, at the back of the room is another one of these little altars providing that buff you got earlier and a nice little dwarf. Oh, and one tip, if you're trying to get to the entrance after full clearing the instance, you can jump on top of this pearl on the altar and log out, then log back in and you'll be teleported to the instance entrance. This is super helpful if you're trying to clean up those final brainstems that you're missing. Okay, well that's Blackfathom Deeps. Again, do a good job of pulling things back and avoiding patrols, grabbing things that you aren't prepared for. Now that you're done here, you're home free until about level 30, where we'll be doing Razorfen Crawl, so stay tuned for that. And while I can help you in these dungeons, I can't keep you safe out there in Azeroth at large. But fear not, Rested XP has you covered. Their hardcore leveling guides are easy to use, meticulously crafted by some of the world's fastest and most experienced levelers, all to keep you safe and quickly get you to 60. There's stuff like logout skips, dangerous enemy warnings, and more, all wrapped up in one easy to use add-on. Just trust the arrow and keep your head on a swivel. I've got a link in the description below to help you find it. Okay, thanks everybody whose clips I've used in this video. Their streams are in the description. Be sure to check them out. All right, see you guys in the next one.